Welcome to Fearless and Focused. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Casey.
And we're here to share bold stories, real talk,
and strategies to help you push past fear and level up.
Let's get fearless and focused.
This is actually a challenging situation in life, but it led to business, and so those like commingle. Because don't you feel like as like a female, like our business is our life is our business, and it's hard to separate them. It's very commingling of everything. So definitely, I would say to all of the ladies out there that has went through a divorce, my divorce was a huge kind of turning point in my path of life that was completely unexpected. I married my high school sweetheart. Like, I had my life planned out. Like, this is how it's going to be. So that was really a hard, drop to my knees moment. My daughter then was 5. So, I curled up in a ball for several months, just bawling, thinking like, what next? And what, I just was lost, and I do not like to be lost. I like to have a plan in motion. So, that really caused me to dig deep now and realize that no one's going to save me but myself. Like, pull up your big girl panty. You got to go make it happen. Don't be relying on anyone else. And it was really heavy when I went through it. But now I look back and it's like, oh my gosh, like that was the moment that I really had to step into my power because I had no other option. I had to get out of my own way, step into my power, make it happen. I had this 5-year-old depending on me, which was a huge daddy's girl. So she was struggling through this anyway in her own ways. And so it's like, I have to be this strength and this pillar for her and a good role model and, trudge forward. So I did. That was like what led me into jumping into my own business and starting my first agency. And like you, I had no business experience. I had no clue what I was doing, how to hire people, how to motivate them, how to sell. But it's like there's just no other option. Like, I just have to make it work. And I think through coaching and just like working with so many women through the years, sometimes we fall into that waiting on someone else or depending on someone else, but it really is about you yourself making it happen and, making those bold moves. And even if you're like, I don't even know if I belong here, you're not believing in yourself 100%. By taking those bold moves, that's going to lead to that. So that was a turning point for me for sure.
Right. Wow. Isn't that crazy? I knew some of that story, but I didn't know, all of it, and how fear can be such a motivator and it can hold you back. Or like you said, like there is no other option. You have the driving force behind it. You will find a way and put yourself out there. Because I truly believe that, like the wisdom the success comes from the struggle. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, what works because of all the failure and like putting yourself out there, and seeing what works and knowing like it's going to work one way or the other. I have to find this resilience and this grit and dig down in there. And that's so amazing. I love your story. Powerful. My mom was a single mom, and we talked about this on another podcast. And, I can only imagine how scared you were and what you were going through, but that you're like, I have to do this for my daughter and to show up for her and let her know what is possible and that I can save myself. And, when you grow up, I want you to look at your mom and say like, wow, my mom did this. She had a lot of things happen to her, and she found a way to make it happen. I think that's so amazing, Casey.
Yeah. Thank you. I don't talk about it often. But yeah, it definitely, I should more because it was a big turning point. And it's just, just like you said, from those struggles, we find our strength, especially for women. A lot of times I don't think we realize how strong we are until we go through something and we're like, oh, wow, how did I get through that? Like, that was a lot. You made it through. So
thanks for tuning in to Fearless and Focused. Remember, success is not about being perfect. It's about showing up, staying bold, and taking action.
If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration.
Keep chasing your dreams, staying fearless, and keeping your focus strong.
Until the next time, stay
Fearless and focused.